Long-awaited first cruise ship in the Sea of Cortez is ready to head out on its maiden voyage. And guess what? Scene has been following this story very closely. He is sipping tequila early in the morning and getting ready on board the Astoria. Good for you.
Yeah, maybe not tequila, maybe a little British tea. How about that? Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, Arizona. Welcome to Puerto Penasco, Rocky Point, of course, Arizona's favorite beach town. And there's a very familiar scene, right? That's Sandy Beach right along the beautiful sand beaches here in Puerto Penasco. Of course, downtown Rocky Point is over there. But here is a different perspective. I'm going to walk right past Z and show you. Yes, we are on board live. The Astoria, the very first cruise ship to begin a departure from Puerto Penasco and go down the Sea of Cortez. There's John Dennis. He's VP of Cruise and Maritime Voyages. He is joining us on this beautiful morning. John, this is so exciting for the town because they've waited so long for this.
It's exciting for us as well. You're right. It's been a long time coming. We're happy to be here. Rocky Point Penasco has been talking about a cruise ship for a very long time, and the ship has finally come in, as we say.
And a lot of people are excited. All right, so me and Z and John, we're here on the bow. So this is where a lot of fun takes place. John, you're going to walk with me. Tell me what all the passengers can do on board the Astoria, because it's an 11-night cruise.
It is an 11-night cruise. We're going to 8 ports of call, some great ports along the way, Tobalabampo to see the Copper Canyon.
That's the land of Zorro.
The land of Zorro. We go on to Mazatlan. 4 stops in Baja California Sur. You got Cabo San Lucas, La Paz, Loreto, Santa Rosia, and going to Guaymas before we return back. On the ship, you've got spas, you've got entertainment, you've got a small casino, so there's so many activities. Guest lecturers. We partner with CITO here in Puerto Penasco, so we'll have lecturers discussing the environment, the Sonoran Desert. It's incredible.
And this is, we're entering kind of the buffet area. This is kind of casual dining, as you were. Cruisers are a great group because they always are looking for the next big thing. And the Sea of Cortez is the next big thing because there's never been a cruise ship on it.
They're not the way we're doing it. Absolutely not. It's the aquarium of the world, as Jacques Cousteau said. The marine life is abundant. There's so much to do. It's a beautiful destination. So why not cruise it? Yeah.
All right. And let's keep walking on the ship because you know what? We've only been live on a cruise ship, I think, once here on Good Morning Arizona. So we want to get the full effect. This is where people get their breakfast and light lunch. Like you said, for the bar. They're on this cruise for 11 nights. It is a big deal for Rocky Point because they've never been a home port. And they figure once they get this cruise ship up and running and cruises going at a regular pace, this is $115 million yearly impact for the region. So that would not only be for the state of Sonora, but for the entire Southwest, and Arizona would have a big part of that. So what happens quickly? We got about 20 seconds left. What happens today? All the passengers come on board.
Passengers are embarking the ship. We're tendering, which means we're bringing them basically via boats that are coming over with the luggage until we get our port built, which hopefully will be soon. They'll board, they'll check in, etc., be assigned to their cabins. Our staff will walk them through. They'll begin a great first night of an 11-night cruise, obviously going through the Sea of Cortez. So we're happy to have them on board, and they'll have a great time on board.
All right, sounds good. All right, and Olivia, Yetta, Scott, if we're on board a British ship, what do we have to have?
Good morning, gentlemen. Would you like to drink some tea?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We will definitely take a spot of tea. And this is, Scott, this is a 72-year-old ship. It's like you and me. It's a vintage. It's a vintage ship. This is an intimate, small cruise ship. It is a beautiful sight.
You know, seriously, Scene, Rocky Point's been working on this for so many years, so it's got to be a good thing. I know they're excited about it.
You know what? You've been coming down here just as long as I have. In fact, our tender ship, the ship's captain, Mark, his brother apparently sold Scott some cars and motorcycles at Tatum Sports. Scott, you know, everyone down here, they have been waiting for a long time. They, in fact, started the port project in 2013, and it's still going on. That's the story that I've been covering for the past 5 years. And again, once they get that completed, $115 million yearly impact, that's a win-win for Arizona as well as Puerto Penasco.
Just live from Rocky Point this morning. How's it going so far?
Glorious morning here on the bay in Rocky Point. Let me get your bearings, okay? A lot of folks are Very familiar with Sandy Beach. Those are the beautiful high-rise condominiums that you can stay, buy, or rent and enjoy the beautiful beach. There's downtown Rocky Point, the Malecone, the harbor, the fish market, all those great restaurants that are in that area. And we are live on board the Astoria. This is a beautiful, classic cruise ship. I mean, we're talking 72 years old. Look at this beautiful wood railing. We've got a teak wood deck here. And when you take a look out in the bay, that's the normal ships that you see down here in Rocky Point. Of course, the shrimp boats, but we are on board a luxury cruise liner, 72 years old. You see sites like this, these old gauges that tell you which port or how many degrees port or how many degrees starboard that you're rolling in. And now it's time to show you something that probably nobody ever gets to see. The actual bridge of the cruise ship. Permission to come aboard, Captain, or John? Okay, good morning. I guess that's permission to come aboard. John Dennis, of course, is with Cruise and Maritime Voyages. John, 11-day night. This is the inaugural cruise. It's got to be exciting for your company as well as the folks here in Rocky Point. They've been waiting years for this.
They have been waiting years, and it is extremely exciting. We're happy to bring the 11-night treasures of the Sea of Cortez finally here to Rocky Point. So please come down, see us, join us, cruise with us.
And you're ready to go? Do we know if we're ready to go?
Well, that question I'm going to give to the captain.
All right. Captain Antonio, you're from Portugal. Welcome. Congratulations. You're the very first sea captain to sail the Sea of Cortez in a cruise liner. That's got to be a great feeling.
Yes, we are all excited also because this is a new experience for our company, and we are waiting our passengers to welcome them on board and to proceed with the first cruise in the Gulf of California.
Yeah, you had VIPs out here yesterday. In fact, where our viewers are watching all the passengers come on board yesterday, enjoying this beautiful ship. This ship's got a lot of history to it. If you look it up, this is the old Stockholm involved with the Andrea Doria collision, but it has been completely outfitted. 8 decks, 500 passengers. This is an 11-night cruise. Captain, can you take me down and show me what actually steers the ship right here? Is it this? Is it this steer? It's a steering wheel.
The steering wheel.
Holy cow.
Of course, she was fitted in 1994 when the vessel was completely refitted.
Right.
And it's all new equipment that we have here, and in double for the safety and according to the international regulations. It's a 72 years old lady, but still alive and to make more and more years.
We call it vintage, like me. Do you order fries in this thing? What is this thing?
Now, this is for the compass. In case of everything electronic fail, we can
You go
set
old school.
Wheel, yes, from
the stars.
From the stars, the sextant, and also the magnetic compass. And this is to give the orders to the sailor from the monkey bridge, as we call.
That's amazing.
To steer the vessel accordingly.
All right, Captain, we've got to run. I think the last thing to do is maybe wake up everybody in Rocky Point. Can you give us a quick horn blow?
Oh, of course.
Here we go. Oh, Yetta. Can you believe that?
That sounds
That is an
beautiful.
official wake-up call for the very first cruise down the Sea of Cortez. They're departing tonight. This is something that Port of Penasco, the entire state of Sonora, has been waiting for years. In fact, once these cruises get up and running, estimated $115 million impact for the entire Southwest region, including Arizona.